This video clip will introduce to you an important visual called number bonds and how it can help students understand addition and subtraction. In this video, you will learn about number bonds. A number bond is a visual strategy that helps students to represent their thinking. It helps students to recognize the relationship between numbers, particularly with part-total relationships. A number bond helps students to work flexibly with numbers in meaningful ways.
Today's session will be focusing on number bonds. A number bond is a visual model. When our students use this model, it helps them to recognize the relationship between numbers, particularly understanding and paying attention to the relationship between part-total. Eventually, when our students use number bonds, they can see numbers can be broken into pieces to make computation easier. Let's take a look at how it begins. The example on the first slide shows us what it might look like when kindergartners work with number bonds. Here on the screen, you'll notice a series of shapes. Let's introduce the number bond to this scenario. Here we can see the same series of shapes. Students here will be able to recognize that there are 3 circles, 2 squares, for a total of 5 shapes. The number bond offers students an opportunity to represent their thinking and see that there are 2 parts that equal the total amount. Let's take a look at another example. In this next example, you may notice that the number bond looks slightly different. That's intentional. This helps breed flexibility for our mathematical thinkers. In this example, the total is on the bottom and the parts are on the top. Students here begin to see that the relationship between part-total exists regardless of the positional orientation of the number bond. Let's take a look at how our students might work with this number bond. Here, 6 is the total, and the parts are missing. Our students will have the opportunity to solve for the missing parts. Some students may recognize that 1 and 5 are 2 parts that total 6, while other students may notice that 2 and 4 are parts that total 6. Let's take a look at yet another example. Students can also use number bonds to subtract. In this example, we see the number bond with a missing part. Let's continue and take that further. Here, the student may record that they have 5, like this. And they notice that they have 3 as one of the parts. We're going to take away that 3. And that leaves us with 2 for the other missing part. Number bonds, used for addition and subtraction, help students to have a visual model to represent their thinking, and helps them to gain a deeper understanding of the part-total relationship.
Now that you've seen some examples of number bonds, there are a few things we want you to keep in mind. A number bond is an important visual strategy that students will continue to use as they start to work flexibly with larger numbers, measurement, fractions, and decimals. In this video, hopefully you learn more about number bonds. A number bond is a visual strategy that helps students to represent their thinking. It helps students to recognize the relationship between numbers, particularly with part-total relationships. A number bond helps students to work flexibly with numbers in meaningful ways.